Do you ever feel like you don't have enough time for self care? Think again, because in today's episode of the Routine Advantage podcast, we're talking about simple self care ideas that feel good, they don't take much time, and they're easy to fit into a busy schedule. Self care does not mean you have to spend hours at a spa, taking an entire day off, or adding a complicated routine to your to do list. Sometimes it's those small moments of intentional self care that can make a difference to help you slow down, recharge, reduce your stress, and feel more like yourself. So, if you are a busy woman who often puts everyone else first, this episode is going to help give you a quick and easy list of self care ideas that you can use throughout your day, even when you only have a few minutes.
Are you ready to stop the chaos, the stress, the overwhelm that's filling your life? I'm Renae Matt, and together you and I are going to build simple routines that are going to change your life. When you put these habits into practice, you're going to be able to organize your life in a way where you can be there for your family, pay off your debt, save money, your house can stay organized, you don't have to stress about what's for dinner, and you still get time for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the Routine Advantage podcast.
Now, when we think of self care ideas, there are an endless supply of possibilities. We can do so many different things as a form of self care. So, I didn't do the ones that a lot of people will typically think of, like going and getting a manicure and a pedicure or going and getting a full body massage. Like, those are definitely things that would make you feel really good, but they're also a little more time consuming. You have to dedicate time and money to those things. And a lot of people are just like, that's not going to fit in my life. And then instead of finding alternative ways to take care of themselves a little bit more, we end up just pushing it off because it's like, I don't have time. And we focus on others. And focusing on others is not a bad thing. A lot of people will feel like self care is selfish. And again, depending on your perspective on it, it can be a selfish act in some ways. But when we do it for the right reasons, it's actually something that is good for you. I feel like that's my personal opinion. I feel like it's good for you because you're going to show up as a better person. I can show up for others better when I know that I am taking better care of myself. I know that I can do it for me so that I can show up better for others. So, when I put this list together, I was kind of thinking of things that I personally enjoy. So I wanted to bring you some ideas, and then obviously you can expand on this list. You can think of your own ideas. There are only 11 in here. And like I said, there are endless possibilities. So hopefully this will just get your brain kind of going to think of ideas of what you could do and what you actually need in this season of life. So, hopefully, listening to this episode and going through this list of ideas is going to help you to discover how to make self care a simple part of your everyday routine rather than something that you only do when you finally have the extra time. Because how many of us ever find extra time? Like, we're always pushing off, like, when I have time to do this, I'll do this. But we never find that time unless we're really intentional about it. So being able to take some little self care practices and be able to put them into your day in little spurts helps us to really make time for it, and it feels more doable and we just feel better. So, whatever you choose should be something that makes you feel good. It makes you feel rejuvenated. It makes you feel more energized or feel taken care of. Or it could be something that just simply makes you smile. There are different ways of feeling like you are taking care of yourself. And it really just is personal preference, I think. So when you find the thing that works for you, it's just going to make you feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulders, or you just are breathing a little deeper and it just feels good. So when we are going through the ideas, I'm going to list them out for you now. So we're talking about 11 different simple self-care ideas that make you feel good in just a short amount of time. And like I said, this is personal preference, so you can try them out and see how you feel. You might look at some of these and be like, this does not feel good to me. And then you can adjust your list. So take it with a grain of salt. So, number 1 is legs up the wall or some lymphatic drainage exercises. And this one might sound weird if you are not doing this, but it feels so good. It's simply like laying down on the floor, scooching your butt all the way against the wall, and putting your legs vertical up the wall. And you just lay there for like 5 to 10 minutes. And in the beginning, it feels a little uncomfortable. And actually, when I first started doing this, it felt like my head was filling with blood. Like, it does not sound fun. It just felt like there was so much pressure in my head and in my face. But the more I did it, the more I actually just felt really relaxed. And day after day, it got better and better. And I felt like I was a little bit more like flexible. It wasn't as awkward trying to get my legs up the wall. And I just felt so much better. So this is definitely something that gets better with time. But if you are just needing a few minutes to just relax, lay down on the ground, scoot up against the wall, put your legs up and close your eyes. Don't look at your phone, don't be doing other things. Just close your eyes and relax and let it feel good. Number 2 is a body oil after a shower. And this one is so incredibly simple, but it just makes you feel really good. I started doing this and I actually ended up starting with just some oils that I was getting. We have a subscription to Thrive Market. So I was just getting some random oils from there and putting it on my body afterwards. But a lot of times you get like really oily. So I ended up getting like this oil and vinegar jar, and so we have like one of the oil and vinegar dispensers in our shower on the ledge, which is kind of random and weird. But I fill it with several different kinds of oils. I think there's 4 different kinds of oils in there right now. I'm currently using jojoba, castor, rosehip, and frankincense, and then some vitamin E drops in there as well. And I just have it shaken up, and then I keep it in the shower. And then after I'm done with my shower, before I even towel off, I just like drizzle it all over my body. I drizzle it all over my legs, all over my arms. I do it on my chest, my back, everything. Like I can reach. I'm just like rubbing it all over. And then I get out and I towel dry off. And it sounds like you're going to be really oily and greasy, but when your skin is still sopping wet, it just soaks in really nicely and you don't feel oily and greasy like you would if you applied oil after you towel dried. It's very odd, but it feels so good and my skin has been feeling so much more hydrated. Like I definitely feel like this is a form of self-care in itself. And you don't have to use all the different mixes that I use. I just tried to combine a bunch that have good benefits, but you could totally just start with one kind of oil that you have. Maybe it's even the coconut oil that is in your kitchen. Like put anything that you have access to on, see if you even like it before you go spend money on putting other oils in there. Number 3 is a good skincare product. When you are getting ready for bed or you're getting up in the morning, have a product that it doesn't have to be expensive. You just have to have something that you really like and just kind of take the time to put that on your face and make it feel really nice. It does not have to be this big, huge 12-step skincare routine. It just needs to make you feel good, whether it's making you feel good before you climb into bed or to make you feel good before you start your day. It's just that little thing that you can do that just makes you feel nice and put together. Number 4 is to turn off all the noise around you and just enjoy some peace and quiet. So, this is turning your phone off or putting it on silent or do not disturb. It's turning your TV and radio off. It's turning any fans off, even just like that extra noise, and just closing your eyes and simply breathing. And you can listen to the birds, you can listen to the traffic, you can just listen to the silence and just relax for a couple of minutes. Number 5 is to take a walk outside. And a lot of times we're trying to get our exercise in. So we are, we're really hammering it out. We're going. And in the mornings, I love taking walks. So that is what I do with our dog in the morning, and this is, like, my combination. I'm getting it in my morning routine, and I'm getting my movement routine kind of 2 birds and where I kill 2 birds with 1 stone is kinda thing, where I'm getting together at the same time, but I've also been adding an evening walk, in the evenings after dinner, and I have enjoyed it so much. It's much calmer. I'm not like going up the hills and I'm not like doing this big, huge loop. I'm just taking our dog out for a very slow, relaxing walk for just 10 minutes at night after dinner. And it just feels really nice. It's a chance to slow down. It's a chance to just kind of end and wind down for the evening, and it just feels so good. Now you could do it any time of the day, you can do it for any amount of time, but think about just slowing down in your walk and really enjoying your surroundings and enjoying everything that's around. So you could go faster too, but you just have to figure out what works best for you. Number 6 is to pick up a hobby like drawing or coloring or something simple that you can just easily pick up for a few minutes and put it back down. So it could be drawing or coloring, it could be crocheting or knitting or painting or whatever kind of hobby you like to do. Maybe it's even puzzling. Like there are so many different things that you can do that you can just do for a little bit and then walk away from it that gives you some sense of like, oh, that was kinda nice, like, I enjoyed that, and that was kinda something I did just for me. And then you have number 7, which you're gonna find a little bit weird, is to fold your laundry. And this one sounds weird as a self-care thing, but I actually enjoy thinking about folding laundry as a self-care thing because it not only helped me start enjoying laundry more because I used to hate doing laundry, like, absolutely despised it. But I was able to start focusing on the pros of doing laundry, like how it made me feel when the laundry was done, and I started to, like, really take in the experience. So I got some, like, non-toxic, scent, like, dryer scents that smell really good. I really enjoy the scent of them, and I got this, like, space set up in our basement. I mean, we have an old, like, not super cute basement. It is not a nice basement. It's not like I have this beautiful laundry room, but I still enjoy going to the basement of our 100-year-old house and doing laundry because I have it set up in a way that gives me just kind of like a little space that is all my own because Tony doesn't really go down there and do laundry. So I have it where when I'm feeling like, oh, I just need to get some more stuff done, I actually enjoy going to the basement and doing some laundry and folding the load of laundry that is coming out of the dryer, and I actually enjoy it now, and I know a lot of that has come from the mindset shift when I focus on it being something that is very calming and relaxing, and I appreciate how it feels when I have all the laundry folded and done rather than dreading the task. It does make a big difference, and then I usually come up feeling really good because it was just, like, a few moments that I got to just do my own thing, and just it's just very calming to me, when I do laundry now. So, that is something that you can think about, and if it doesn't feel weird to you, then try it out. Number 8 is to sleep in. I talk about getting up and doing your morning routine and doing all these things, and even for myself, like, I love getting up early because of how prepared I feel for the day. It's terrible getting out of bed. It's never fun getting out of bed, but I do enjoy how I feel. But sometimes I know that my body just needs more rest. And on those days, I do make a point to take time to sleep in. And I don't feel guilty about it anymore. I used to feel really guilty about it, and then I would feel more sluggish, and then I would be, like, really kind of dragging on, and then I would just get up late the next day because it's like, "Well, I've already screwed up this week," and, like, I used to be so hard on myself, but now it's like, if I need extra rest, my body is clearly telling me that, and I know now if I'm just being lazy or if I actually physically need rest, and I have to listen to that, and it does make me feel better. I do think that that is also a form of self-care because sleep is so important, especially quality sleep. So, sometimes I choose to sleep in, and I don't feel guilty about it, and then I can just move on and decide what to do the next day, and that's okay. Like, that is totally fine with me. So, if you are feeling like you need more rest, give yourself permission to sleep in a little bit if you can, or go to bed early if you can. Number 9 is to sit down and read a book. And this one, yes, it sounds like it's gonna take some more time, but you could easily just do a few pages or one chapter at a time. But there's something about actually sitting down and reading a physical book rather than, popping the earbuds in for a podcast and listening to an audiobook. I love listening to podcasts and audiobooks. I do it all the time, but there is something about sitting down and reading because then you have to actually focus on just sitting down and reading. It's much more relaxing because with a podcast and an audiobook, you can be multitasking. You can be moving around, you can be doing chores, you can be walking, you can be doing all these other things. It feels a little bit more busy. Where if you are sitting down to read, it is much more relaxing and it's something that feels really good. You could have a cup of coffee, you could, brew yourself a cup of tea, and you could just sit down, you could cuddle up in a cozy blanket or do something like that, or go outside and do it on your deck or under a tree. Like be like a kid again and just go sit under a tree and read a book. Like those are the types of things that we can just take a couple minutes out of our day to just rest and then move on. And then number 10 is to say no more often. And this one is hard for so many of us, especially when we are just innate people pleasers. And we want to help people all the time, or we want to be there for people. When we get asked to do something, our automatic reaction is to immediately say yes. And we can't say no, especially if we are open and we don't have anything going on that at that time. But there is something that is very freeing about starting to say no to things if it's something that you don't want to do. Now, obviously, if you want to do it, I'm not saying you have to start saying no to everything. That's not what I'm saying at all. But if there is something that you do not want to do and there's no need for you to do it, say no to it. Or you don't have to be rude about it or anything like that. You can just simply decline and keep that time for something else. And I won't go into too much detail about this because it's going to be so varying for so many different people because we have different lives and we have different needs and we have different things being asked of us. But you know what I'm talking about when I say give yourself permission to say no more often. Probably like something's probably popping in your head like, "Oh, that's what I need to start saying no to." And give yourself permission to say no and not feel guilty about it and just open up space in your calendar if you need more space in your calendar. And then number 11 is to do something fun. And this can be by yourself, it can be with your kids, it can be with your husband, it can be with your friends. Just do something fun. It does not have to take up an entire day. It doesn't even have to take up an entire afternoon or evening. Like it can be something super short and simple. It can be something silly. It can be anything. Like just do something that is going to make you laugh. When is the last time that you did something fun that made you feel like a kid or made you feel happy and joyful? Like, when was the last time that you laughed? Like, really, truly laughed out loud? Like, that is what you are trying to get. That is a form of self care to be able to have those moments of just pure joy and finding ways to do that. Like, if you are always busy and you're always overwhelmed and you're feeling stressed all the time, your kids are going to feel that as well. So if you are not somebody that usually has those silly moments with your kids, maybe consider doing something silly with them and, really shock them for a little bit because they're going to see a different side of you and a more fun side that they're going to have lasting memories with their mom rather than feeling like they just see their mom stressed all the time. So there are so many different things that we can do for ourselves to be happier. And we can also show that to those around us. So if you are a role model to somebody in your life, help them to see that it's also okay to find those small, joyful moments that help you to feel really good so that you can show up feeling like yourself more often. So, I will quickly recap those. I know that this was kind of long to go through a list of things, but I will quickly recap those in case you need a little reminder. of the 11 simple self care ideas that help you feel good in a short amount of time. Number one, legs up the wall or some lymphatic drainage exercises. Number two, some type of body oil after a shower. It just makes your skin feel so nice. Number three, a good skincare product you just feel taken care of. Number four is to turn off all the noise and just breathe. Just listen to the silence and just have some peace and quiet. Number five is to take a walk outside and actually slow down and take a nice relaxing walk. Number six is to pick up some type of simple hobby that you can pick up for a few minutes and put back down, and it's not going to be a big deal, but you can just enjoy some time doing that. It could be drawing, coloring, crocheting, anything that makes you feel good. Number seven is to fold laundry and just find the calm in that activity and change your mindset into actually really enjoying it. Number six is to sleep in and get some quality sleep. Number nine is to sit down and read a physical book. You can do a couple of pages or even just one chapter at a time and just feel good. Number 10 is to give yourself permission to say no more often and be okay with opening up space on your calendar and not feeling guilty about declining things, even when you actually have time to do it. And number 11 is to do something fun, whether it's by yourself or with somebody else. Just take some time to be a little silly and actually get more laughs in your day where you can just have small moments of pure joy. So go through that list, see if there's anything you want to start implementing into your life, or find those little things. There are so many different ways that we can do this, but find the little things that make you feel good and make you feel your best, that take just small moments in your day and start implementing those and just see what difference it makes. And I hope that you start to learn how to pull in these little moments of self care throughout your day and start feeling just so good.
Did you love that episode or learn something useful? If so, would you do me a huge favor? My goal is to grow this podcast and help as many women as I can break free from the overwhelm so they can truly enjoy their life. The best way for me to do this is for you to leave a 5-star written review on your podcast app and to share this episode with a friend or in your Instagram stories. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.